Funko just announced all of their New York Comic Con exclusives, so let's talk about them. And I gotta say, before we even jump into any of them, they did such an amazing job. I love most of them. And when I say most, it's because I don't know some of the shows, but they still look amazing. Let's get into them. And now, right off the bat, we are starting with one of my favorite announcements of the convention, brand new Funko Fusion Pops. There are 4 of them in total, and they are the most limited figures of the con. Take a look here. So we've got the Skeletor in the Eddie-ified version of them. Oh, and just to let you know now, all of them are the Eddie variants. That's why they're these purple colors. He's the villain in the game if you haven't played. And so we've got this Skeletor here. We also have a Dilophosaurus, which is actually a character I've been playing a lot in the game. This one here is limited to 500 pieces, which is crazy. Then we've got Chucky here limited to 1,000. And then after that, we've got Megan limited to 500. So in total, for all 4 of them, it's only 3,000 pieces. And you bet your bottom I'm definitely going to be trying to get these. Fingers crossed I can get them on the Thursday, because I do have a feeling that these are going to be selling out pretty quickly. So if you're going to the con, I definitely recommend getting them, or don't get them so that way I can get them. Either way, just pick up what you want. After that, everybody, we've got a brand new Britney Spears, and this one here is for Me Against the Music. And I don't know, is this a music video? It must be, but I don't know. I haven't seen this outfit before, but either way, it is a brand new one that looks pretty good. And if you're wondering, this one doesn't have a limited number. I'll mention it if they do. And speaking of limited numbers here, we have Deadpool with Zamboni, and this one's limited to 8,500 pieces. And it's pretty interesting because I remember a little while ago, there was a WWE one that released, I believe it was Stone Cold Steve Austin in Ice Machine. I guess they didn't have the license back then, but now they do. Oh, and keeping it Deadpool themed, we also have this one here. It's a metallic Wolverine, and he comes with a Deadpool bag with the heart hands, limited to 1,000 pieces. I gotta say, the bag looks really great, and I love when they do these Loungefly and Pop collaborations. They go really well together. Now, this one here, I'm trying to figure out what it's from. Oh, it's from Demon Slayer. Oh, that's why I don't know who this is. At first, I thought it was a Dungeons & Dragons character, but it's not, though. This is actually Spider Demon Father. I don't know much about him. Then after that, everybody, we've got Corazon from One Piece, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but either way, he's got a fruit in his hand. I think this is a really cool figure and a brand new character we've never seen before. Really quickly, I'm reading the comments on this one, and people are like, you cooked with this one. Also, the quote, I love you, kid, it's gotta be from him. Oh, and now, more One Piece, we also have Buggy the Clown, and I love that he's sitting in his chair. I mean, come on, leaning back like that, it really does look great. And it seems to be a similar face from a Buggy we've got in the past, but the body, I mean, that's completely different. Also, I wonder if this is going to be a slightly bigger character. It just says Pop Buggy. It doesn't say anything about, like, deluxe or anything, but maybe this is one of their newer plus ones where it's got, like, a bit of extra room. I don't know. I can't wait to see it in person, though. And now, everybody, we have Meryl from Trigun here, and this is another one I don't know much about. I'm going to be honest with you here, but it's a brand new character. The Pop looks cool, and the cat's name is No, I apologize for this one. I'm gonna try, though. Kuroniko? I hope I got that right. Even if I didn't, the cat is still really cute, and I love how big they made the eyes. It's almost the same size as a regular Pop. Alrighty, now everybody, we are getting into the Disney reveals, and these are the ones that I can talk about a lot, because we have first up here, Mr. Toad with his powdered wig. What a perfect figure, especially because we did get Ichabod Crane as well as the Headless Horseman a little while ago, and I'm just noticing now he also has the monocle in his hand, and the way he's holding it is pretty perfect. Oh, and hold on, there's a second slide here as well. Oh, right. We have Animal, and I love this one again. We've got a normal one, which will be shared with more stores, and I'll talk about the shared list and where they're going to be going outside of the con at the end. But we also have that flocked variant, which is limited to 1,500 pieces. You'll only be able to get it at the convention, and I'm probably going to be trying for that one as well when I go. Because, I mean, come on, that's a nice animal, and to not have them flocked, you know, you can't do it. I have to get the flocked one. Then, everybody, for Star Wars, we've got a brand new Kylo Ren. And would I like a new character? Sure, but I'll take a Kylo Ren as well. And this one is pretty neat. And I'm trying to guess when it's from in the films. Does it say? I don't think so. But what I was guessing was the part where, like, him and Rey are fighting out in the snow, you know? It kind of looks like that because he's got, like, it looks like he's blowing in the wind a bit. I don't know, but either way, it is probably my favorite Kylo Ren they've done in a while. So so maybe I'll get it. Now we've got some more anime figures, and I don't know much about them, but I want to report on every single one of these here. So I'm gonna go through them a little bit quicker than the other characters, but either way here, we have Mystic Elf from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm guessing it's one of the cards or maybe something in the show, but either way, it is a really neat one, and I like the rings around the bottom there. It kind of reminds me of the Doctor Strange rings a little bit with the way that they did them. I'm sure it's like connected in the back, or maybe like slightly connected because they're on an angle. I'd like to see that in person. Then everybody, we also have a new one here from Bleach, and I don't think this character has a pop at all. Also, is that a hole in the middle of his chest there? It looks like it might go all the way through. For some reason, I enjoy characters like that because it's weird to have like something that you can look through all the way. Do you know what I'm talking about? Now this figure here is one that I know my brother is really gonna enjoy because he is a big Naruto fan, and this one here is Maratabi. I mean, look at him. And also the way they did the flames on him, how they're blue but also like kind of translucent. I like this one a lot, especially the eyes. And I also saw that there is, yes, it glows in the dark, and they've got a picture of it here, so it looks like everything that's blue is really gonna shine. At first I thought this was two different variants and there was gonna be like a glow in the dark one only at the convention than the regular one you could get online, but it looks like for this guy here, you can get a glow in the dark one anywhere. And now everybody, we've got our Pokemon pop of the con, because they always seem to have something cool, and this one here is Dialga. I'm a big fan of this. I picked up the Arceus over at San Diego Comic-Con, and I've got to keep my Pokemon collection complete, so this is definitely going to be coming home with me. And something that I've really been enjoying is that when the Pokemon are huge, they only make the 10-inch variant. I think it makes it a little bit more special, because if I have the regular, let's say Dragonite, and the massive one, I don't need both, but this, I like it. Oh, and how can I forget? Over at C2E2, we also got Cresselia, so we're really starting to make like a good 10-inch pop collection of these guys. Now, everybody, we've got our Dragon Ball Z pop of the con, and this one here is Deborah, and I love how he's jumping in the air. He's got a cape, as well as it looks kind of like a cutlass. You know, a big sword in his hand. I have a few friends that were super excited about this one, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick it up for that. Now we're getting into all the pops that I can talk about. The Toy Tokyo exclusive, are you ready for this one? Metal Knuckles. With Sonic 3 releasing this year, I am definitely going to be getting this one because I want to keep my Sonic collection pretty much complete. I have all of the new ones, and I know I don't have any of the old original ones, but hey, at least I'm up to date somehow. Like you might notice behind me here, I've got like Werehog, Sonic with Rings, Classic Sonic, and a bunch of other ones like scattered throughout my collection. And so we have Metal Sonic. I'm hoping this continues where we get more metal characters in the future, but actually now that I think about it, are all of the regular characters like metal? Is there like a Metal Tails and a Metal Rose? I don't actually know. But either way, a Metal Knuckles is pretty amazing. I love how they did the bolts. It really does look like it is made of metal. And now because it is her 15th anniversary, we also have a brand new Coraline, and this is her with Stick at the beginning of the movie, where she's almost like using it like a guide and she's walking through the garden. It's a good one. I also really enjoy how she's got the rain boots on with the mud all over them. She's got her bag, because I think at this point in the movie, she would have like just got to her new house. I think so. It's right at the beginning, which would totally make sense. And I have picked up most of the new ones. The only one that I'm missing from the new wave is the twins, but besides that, I've got them. So of course, I gotta get this one. Especially because we didn't get a new Coraline for the brand. Oh, well, no, that's not true. We didn't get a new regular size Coraline. There is the one of her going through tunnels. So yeah, why not? I'll get both. Oh, now here we go, everybody. We have a brand new Care Bear, and I believe this one goes, no, I don't know if it does actually. Does this one go with the, ooh, maybe it does, the Universal Monster set? I don't know. It's Share Bear, so maybe it's just a regular one. You know, like a Halloween version of Share Bear, but it would be really cool if it is part of the Universal Monsters line, but it would probably say in the corner of the photo, so I'm guessing it's not. Then, everybody, we have a brand new Looney Tunes pop, and this one here is Witch Hazel, which I have definitely seen before, but I don't know if I knew that was her name. But I definitely know some people that would be excited about this. Shout out to Wasatch Pop, a fellow YouTuber. He is a big fan of Looney Tunes, so I'm sure he's gonna be getting this one. Then, everybody, we've got a brand new Batman Who Laughs, and this one is definitely a nice updated version of it, because the one that released a few years ago is nice, but this has way more detail. Like, if you take a look at the way they did the helmet as well as the teeth, you can just see so many small things like the nicks and cuts, as well as the way they did the fingers and how they're like bright red, and oh my gosh, I just noticed now the like mask in his hand. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this one. It would be fun also to like compare the old one to the new one. Yeah, I gotta get it. And now this next one here is definitely an interesting pop, but probably one of my favorites from the convention just because of how out there it is. But Gary V, if you guys don't know, he is kind of like a how do I describe him? Because he's a really cool guy. He's a motivational speaker, but he also like is just, he's just like a big social media presence as well. He's always telling everybody to just get out there and do what you love. And so this one here is one of his V friends, which is almost like a set of cards that he creates. I believe they were also like just like sketches that he's done too. Like he creates all of the characters himself. And either way, he had a booth at New York Comic Con last year selling his cards. And so it looks like this year we've got the Jolly Jacko. I wonder if this sparked from the booths last year being next to each other, because you would see the V Friends booth and right behind it was the Funko booth. Hey, I don't know what it is, but either way, we're getting a really cool pop this year. And yeah, I'm totally gonna be picking it up. Because here's the thing, even if you don't know what V Friends is, it's just such an interesting figure. I like how it looks. Now we've got some television pops, everybody, with this first one here being April in the prom outfit from Parks and Rec. Something you may notice is the way they did the veil. I have to see that in person. Like, it's probably just gonna be like a clear piece of vinyl with the lines going through it, but I wanna know, is it super thin? I have no clue. But what I do probably know is it's gonna be coming out of the top hat there. Yeah, I gotta see this thing. It's just so odd from the glam shot. Then everybody, we've got a brand new set of Wednesday pops. And now I can't tell from this, is it gonna be a 2-pack or is it gonna be separate? It seems like it's gonna be together with the way that they did this, but usually it would say 2-pack, so I don't know. Maybe they just announced them together because it does go well together. And this totally makes sense because, of course, Wednesday is a pretty spooky show, so it's coming out around Halloween. Then everybody, we've got a brand new pop from The Sandman, which is, I believe, a brand new show. And it's really cool because you got the sand all around him there, as well as the crow. And I don't think we've ever got a The Sandman pop before, so this is brand new. Also, I feel like if you're a fan of The Sandman, you should probably pick this one up before they make the rest of the characters, because I have a feeling that there's going to be an entire wave of them coming, and once those release, people are going to want to go back and get this one. So to have your set complete for a reasonable price, pick this one up right away, and then you can thank me later. Oh, and now this is interesting. I didn't even notice, but we've got a Lucifer pop, and I'm pretty sure over at Fun Days this year, you know, the party that Funko holds at San Diego Comic-Con, they give out prototypes to everybody that attends, and I'm pretty sure somebody got this prototype here. I kind of remember seeing a photo of it. I also remember people talking about how it never released, and well, here it is at New York Comic-Con. Then everybody, last but not least for the brand new reveals, we have the Funko Pops, and these are always some of my favorites that I have to pick up. And the first one here that we have is the Headless Freddy Ghost. I love how they did it. Kind of reminds me of like the Headless Horseman, but he's also like kind of zombie-ish with the way they did the head. I think it's really cool. Actually, is it called Headless Freddy Ghost? Oh no, it literally just says Freddy. So maybe he isn't a ghost, but he's definitely ghostly colors. And then anyways, after that, we also have a set of Biddy Pops. And if you look closely, you'll notice it's Freddy as Ghost, Proto as Frankenstein's monster. We're also getting the Bride of Frankenstein, Franny, and then, is that the creature from the Black Lagoon, Freddy again? Nice. Really great set, and I'm definitely going to be picking up this entire thing. Also, it is limited to 4,000 pieces, so kind of limited. Limited, you know what I mean. Oh, and then of course, everybody, there's always a t-shirt for the convention, and if you go, you'll be able to pick up this one here, and actually, it might be online as well. It usually is, I think. I gotta say, I really do like how they did this one too, because it's got the Funko Airways on the front there, but then the stamp underneath it, and I think it says New York? It says maybe NY 2024? I think so. It's a little hard to tell. And then on the back there, you can also see that it does say New York City 2024, Funko Airways with Freddy in the plane, and I believe this is going to be their last stop with the planes. I say with the planes, what I mean is the airport theme, because they've had that for every single convention this year, so if you want to get something Funko Airways related, this is probably the way to do it. But anyways, everybody, now that we've gone through all of the New York Comic Con exclusives, let's talk about where they're going to be outside of the convention. And so, in the United States, we're going to have Funko.com with a lot of the characters. There's also going to be a good amount of show-only stuff, and this totally makes sense because they are limited pieces. It would be hard to put them online. They'd sell out in like a second. Then, everybody, we've got Target with Animal, as well as Buggy, and that Kylo Ren. Also, Toy Tokyo, and you could probably tell from earlier, the stickers were actually different for the Toy Tokyo ones. It says Toy Tokyo above, then Funko in the middle. We've also got Hot Topic, GameStop, Barnes & Noble, and whoa, this is interesting, Walgreens is getting an exclusive again. I feel like they haven't had one of those for years. Also, if you're wondering about any other countries, here they are. They show off a pretty good amount of them. and if you want to pause and take a look, feel free. And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That is all that I have for you today, and I hope you guys did enjoy. And also, let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite exclusive from New York Comic Con this year? Because for me, it's either going to be that Freddy or the V-Friends Jolly Jacko, just because of how weird they are. Oh, and of course, how can I forget the Animal, as well as all of the Funko Fusion ones? I definitely need to try and get those. But seriously though, this has been a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow!